It's gotten to the point where our school system is overwhelmed.
We're concerned that this is going to have a strain on our school system.
That was the question I gave Secretary Johnson, was can you at least give us the areas so that we can prepare these schools and prepare everyone, and he said no.
Get ready, get set, get hopping. Welcome, everybody. I'm Neil Cavuto, and with some schools set to open just days from now, 63,000 illegal immigrant kids, the government says, better be enrolled when they are. Quoting this missive from no less than the Department of Education, all children in the United States are entitled to equal access to a public elementary and secondary education, regardless of their or their parents' actual or perceived national origin, citizenship, or immigration status. But on whose dime? Gina Loudon says on our dime, and she's not happy about it. Gina, why not?
Because, Neil, you're going to pay, I'm going to pay, but the real costs are going to be incurred here, Neil, by the children. Whatever happened to, everybody on the left always talking about the children? They don't seem very concerned about the children that are in our schools now. It's been a long time, Neil, if I've ever heard a school district say, oh, no, we're flush in cash. Please send us some more students. Do we really believe that this is just going to be smooth sailing and the unions are going to feel charitable and the teachers are going to be ready to teach these students and the taxpayers aren't ultimately going to be socked in the gut?
Well, I think what the Department of Education is saying, it's a timely reminder that you really kind of have no choice. We hope to settle the money matters with you later, but for now, it's the law of the land that these kids got to be registered. What do you think of that?
I think it's tragic on so many levels. It's financially tragic. It's not right for these kids. Most of them aren't going to speak English, which of course is going to be another incurred cost. Some of them we know are coming here with criminal records. You take a state like Missouri, for example. Missouri had a girl who was raped and murdered in the bathroom of her school. And it was because the records were slow getting to the school that had demanded this background check on this student. Well, if the records are slow in coming, or if we don't have background checks on these students, how are the schools going to protect the students that are already there? How are they going to know if this student is a murderer? How are they going to know if this student has one of the diseases that we're hearing about coming across the border? Some of these very serious, and some of them with long
incubation periods. Gina, what do you think of the argument for enrolling them, and that, well, better to get them off the streets in that event, if Gina's worried about that, and enrolled in schools, there'll be less of the threat that she fears. You say what?
I say that there are better answers that don't have anything to do with schools. I think these children are going to find themselves very lost in these schools, and as a result, the people who are going to be hurt are, of course, the taxpayers, of course, the school districts, but also it's going to have the highest impact, Neil, on the poorest districts, on the legal immigrants, who many are already living in bloated school systems that have too many children, and special needs kids. As a mother of a special needs child, Neil, I'm thinking about the fact that most of these children are going to have some special needs, and they're going to be competing with my special needs child for that one-on-one teacher time.
So you don't buy the fact that when the administration says money's on the way, if anything, Republicans are the one, not dispensing it, you say what?
I say take a state like Texas, Neil. They already spend $12.1 billion with a B dollars every year. We've added that to that now some 60,000 more students, supposed to add, I think, 150,000 more by year's end. This is a very expensive prospect. Somebody has to pay for it. It's going to fall in the lap of the middle class and those who most cannot afford it.
Gina, thank you very much. Gina Loudon, speaking her mind.